Dentists, what's the biggest mistake people make when it comes to dental hygiene? 10 years as a dentist has shown me that having clean teeth will always be the most important part of your face. Even dermatologists and plastic surgeons can agree that the easiest way to glow up is to properly maintain your teeth. The best example is actually my most recent patient, who had acne all over his face, a bowl cut, and messed up teeth. He was really awkward around others, so I always found him in the corner of the waiting room far from everybody. But he was really chatty with me, and shared his life events before my tools ever touched his teeth. He didn't have any friends at school since he wasn't confident because of his appearance. He said every time he tried talking to somebody at his school, they would call him gross and butter teeth, and he shot himself in the foot when he asked out a girl. Apparently, everybody pointed and laughed at him, and the girl was embarrassed that he even thought he had a chance with her. I insisted that all he had to do was fix his teeth and he would be set for life. His new smile would make him really confident. He thought I was lying to him, so I told him to look up the missing tooth missing eyebrow guy. As soon as he saw that image, he was convinced and I started working on his teeth. I asked how they were so stained and yellow, and he said he drank a lot of coffee because he stays up playing Genshin Impact every night. His mouth also smelled awful and it made me gag. I was surprised he wasn't affected by the smell, but he must have gotten used to it by now. I told him his oral hygiene was really bad, so we needed to whiten his teeth and get rid of his bad breath. He asked if I could give him veneers since it was a quick solution, and he didn't want to get made fun of anymore. He said that if better teeth were going to change what little he had left of his teenage years, then he wanted to do it fast. I couldn't give him veneers, because that would only cover up the problem, not get rid of it. He wanted to know how he could get white teeth naturally, and my answer to him was that he needed to brush his teeth with toothpastes that don't have harsh chemicals in them because brands like Crest and Colgate, which everybody uses for some reason, have fluoride and hydrated silica. Too much fluoride leads to brown spots in the tooth and weakens it, making it more brittle and easier to chip off. As for hydrated silica, it damages tooth enamel, and using it to brush your teeth is like using sand to clean glass. So, if he thought he was cleaning his teeth every day, he was actually doing more damage and making it far dirtier than before. I told him that just changing to a natural toothpaste with better ingredients would be more effective for him since the standard brands weren't working. Lately, I've only been giving my patients ORL toothpaste because it has xylitol, which reduces the risk of tooth decay by eliminating the bacteria that causes the decay, and avoids all harsh chemicals, including fluoride and hydrated silica. It also has the best taste, which makes it easier for my patients not to go back to their usual sweet toothpaste. But honestly, any toothpaste without harsh chemicals works. You just have to do the research first to make sure it's actually safe for you. My patient tried arguing with me when he saw that the toothpaste costs almost $30, even though people spend thousands on clothes, makeup, and useless fitness equipment. But teeth are the only thing you can never take off. When I explained it to him that way, he accepted the ORL toothpaste, and I scheduled him for a 4-week checkup since that would be enough time for the toothpaste to show some results. 4 weeks later, I actually found him talking with the other people in the waiting room. This was something he had never done before, but he seemed really comfortable talking with everyone. The moment he entered my office, he immediately started ranting about his life, and as soon as he started speaking, I could see, and smell, the difference. This past month, his schoolmates had stopped saying bad things about him, and nobody called him butter teeth since his teeth weren't yellow anymore. And because he was far more approachable now that he was more confident with his appearance, he had some friends who invited him out a lot. Most of his nights were spent partying with them or playing video games. Mind you, he hadn't groomed himself at all and still had acne all over his cheeks and a horrible bowl cut. All he did was fix his teeth with the ORL toothpaste and people were all over him. But I did recommend a barber to him because I was tired of looking at the real-life version of Vector.